Are you guys struggling to hit home runs in MLB The Show 25? In today's video, I'm going to give you guys the absolute best tips to hit 400 plus foot home runs every single at bat. Sit back, relax, maybe get some food. This is going to be a very long video, but by the very end of the video, you guys will be very, very good hitters. So let's get right into it. The first step to hitting good is having a stacked team, and if you guys need help getting a good team, hit me up. We can get you guys a flawless Team Affinity World Series, any programs, literally anything you guys need MLB, we can get it done for you guys. So just hit me up on any of my social medias. I'll leave them linked down below, or email me if you guys are interested. Alright, so the first thing you guys want to do is go ahead and go into your settings in the main menu, so you guys can change up some settings. It'll actually save if you guys do it from the main menu. If you guys do it from inside of the game, it won't save for whatever reason. I don't know why. Number one, hitting interface, you guys want to use zone. And as far as all of this stuff, it's all subjective. I use altitude on my PCI center and nothing else. It helps me the best to actually get a good hit. And number two, your hitting view, I use strike zone high, but you guys can also use strike zone. Alright, so now let's get into some actual tips. Number one is the equipment you are using could be hindering you so much you guys don't even know. The number one thing I would say you guys need is a good monitor that has 120 hertz or better. Some TVs nowadays have that, so make sure you guys check. You may not need to upgrade that. Just make sure you're able to get 120 hertz or better. Also, I want to preface, you guys do not need any of these things I'm talking about. This will just make you a better hitter. So you guys don't have any extra money, don't worry. It's not going to like completely ruin your game, but it will not make it any better. Obviously, if you buy this stuff, it's going to make you a lot better. But next up is a GameSir controller. Now, this is only for Xbox. As far as I know, you guys can let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But as far as I know, they only have an Xbox controller. I'll have everything I'm talking about linked in the comments. You guys can just easily click it and go find it. Now, the next thing I would highly recommend are precision rings. If you guys have trouble slamming your PCI too low or slamming it way too high, essentially what it does is you wrap this little foam around your analog stick, and it helps you not to be able to slam it because you don't have as much range of motion. This is something I really recommend. Not something you need, but it will make you a very more accurate hitter, and I would highly recommend it. And last thing is some control freaks. This is very similar to the precision ring. It's just going to give you some more accuracy to your hitting. So yeah, like I said, you guys don't need any of this. Number one, monitor is what I would recommend. But yeah, you guys don't need any of this. This is just what all the pros are going to use. So if you're wondering how all the pros hit very good, these are all the products that every single pro is using. Alright, so now let's get into some actual tips. If you guys made it to this point without skipping, hey, let me know in the comments saying I didn't skip or something. Let me know. Appreciate you guys. Hey, drop a like as well if you're already here. Appreciate you. Number one is your approach to the plate. Now, this is the most... Also, don't make fun of me. I'm not toxic. These guys were bunt dancing and replaying their home runs and stuff, so I'm just giving them a taste for their own medicine while hitting some dingers. Anyway, number one is your approach. You guys want to take a lot of pitches. This is the number one thing a lot of people struggle with, is they're swinging at everything. So there's a few reasons why you guys don't want to be swinging at a lot of stuff. Number one, obviously, eventually the pitcher is going to throw one down the middle. No matter who you are, eventually you're going to mess up, or the pitcher, you're going to throw a perfect pitch, but it ends up going down the middle or close to it. No matter who you are, it's going to happen eventually. So the more pitches you see, the more likelihood you guys are going to get a meatball down the middle. Now, number two reason is because the more you guys see the pitches, the more you guys are going to recognize what's coming to you. If you're going up to bat and you guys have only seen two sinkers in the past two innings, you're probably not going to recognize, oh, that's a sinker coming at me, or that's a slider coming at me. But let's say the last inning you had 5 pitches per at bat, 6 pitches per at bat. You've probably seen all his pitches multiple times, and you're going to be able to recognize and not swing at everything you guys see. So yeah, if that's something you guys are struggling with, is swinging at balls, you know, maybe just don't swing until they give you a strike. That's also something you guys can do, and don't swing unless they give you a pitch down the middle with less than 2 strikes. You know, don't swing at anything bad unless you have 2 strikes. Those are some strategies I use when I'm not hitting very well. Now, there's also times where I just swing at everything when I'm hitting good, so it goes both ways. But if you guys are struggling, I would 100% recommend to just take it slow, take some pitches. Okay, so now a question I get a lot is, where should you put your PCI? There's two answers I have to that. Number one, what I'm doing right now is I just leave it right in the middle. I leave it right in the middle, and I do very small adjustments to wherever the ball is. Diagonal left a little bit, diagonal right. As you guys can see, every time I'm batting before I go, I kind of practice I practice going up a little bit, down a little bit, right, left, all that. I just to get a feel for it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not getting a feel for it, a lot of the times you're gonna be like, oh, that's a sinker down low, but you're gonna be 6 inches below it out of the zone because you're not really feeling how far you have to go. So that's just something I do a little bit. I don't know if it's just me, if it helps me, I don't know, it might help you guys. Something I do. And number 2, if you guys are struggling really bad with like tracking the ball, something I used to really do all the time is I would put my PCI exactly where he releases the ball and then just follow the ball with my PCI. So if he's a righty, I'm going to put the PCI all the way in the top left and just track that ball all the way to the strike zone or wherever it goes and swing the bat. And if it's a lefty, exact opposite, put in the top right and then just follow the ball all the way to wherever I hit it. That's something I do. Not so much this year, but I've done it in years past where I have trouble tracking it. And sometimes I even do it this year if I'm having trouble tracking it with like some weird lefty release or something. I will do that still to this day. So it's something I would definitely recommend if you guys are having trouble tracking. And my last tip for you guys is understanding how this game works. I guess this is kind of like 2 tips. Number 1 is be patient and don't get frustrated when you guys get like a perfect out or a good out. Let me explain why. A lot of people, like I see a lot of, as you guys can see, I'm playing 2s and 3s a lot in these clips with my friends and my cousin. I see that they get mad a lot when it says like a good hit. What you guys got to realize is just because it says good hit, I trust me, I don't know why MLB does this. I think it's stupid, but just because it says it's a good hit does not mean it's a good hit. You guys have to go with the pitch. So, for example, if someone throws you an inside fastball and you're on the later side of good, on paper it says good, and you're like, why am I not getting a good hit? It's because you're slightly late on it. Even though it doesn't tell you, that is the reason. So, the rule of thumb is if it's an inside pitch, you guys want to be more early than late. And if it's an outside pitch, you guys want to be more late than early. If you guys switch that up, I promise you, this will help you so much with hitting. Just try to be a little bit earlier on inside pitches and a little bit later on outside pitches. It's just how MLB works. It's how baseball works in real life. If you're late on an outside pitch, you're going to break your bat. You're going to get a crappy bloop hit. Sometimes it'll be a hit. Most of the times it's going to be a little sack, horrible pop-up. And the same thing with the inside pitches. One more tip I just thought of off the top of my head. Go into practice in the main menu. Whatever you guys are struggling with, whether it's fastballs, curveballs, whatever it is, you guys can go into practice and literally select one pitch, and that will be the only pitch they pitch to you. Or you guys can just do a normal practice where they pitch everything. You guys can change the pitch type, the pitch location. So, like, say you struggle with inside pitches, you guys can make it to where he only pitches inside. He can only pitch inside fastballs, or he can pitch everything inside, or only inside fastball, curveball. Like, what you guys can literally fix up any way you guys want, inside, outside, corners only, everything, balls only. I would 100% recommend doing that before you guys play any type of game. Do that for like 10-20 minutes until you guys are getting consistent perfects a lot, or at least consistent good hits a lot. Something I would highly recommend, something a lot of pros do, and something I do as well if I'm like doing a wager or a big game, like World Series game or something. Definitely something I would recommend, and I'm sure it'd help you guys out. And yeah, that's all the tips I have for you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you guys made it to the very end of the video, comment home run mamba, so I know who made it to the very end. Home run mamba. Appreciate you guys as always. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for some more MLB content, tips, tricks, all that type of stuff will be on here. How to make stubs, literally everything MLB. I'll be posting eventually. Bars. Drop a like for me. Appreciate you guys as always. Don't forget to drop a comment, and hey, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All my socials are in the description. And hey, as always, I appreciate you guys. I hope this helped you guys out. Let me know in the comments how you guys are doing after you guys watch this video. I'm sure it'll help you out a lot, especially if you guys are getting all the controllers and control freaks and new monitor, all that stuff. But yeah, hey, appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.